hand behind you. Inhale, raise the left arm. Exhale, get your left elbow over your right knee and push. Now, if you need a little help for your right knee with your right hand, like I'm doing, just push your right knee in so that you can clasp your left hand to your your left hand to your left knee from over your right knee. And I'm going to turn around. Make sure you make the connection. Hold on to something. You may want to touch the right outer part of your right thigh or your left knee. Wonderful. Make sure you make that connection. Try not to leave your arms in midair or even your legs. That's where the stress happens. Feel a wonderful torque in your obliques, the sides of your body. Inhale, release the arm, then release the leg. Let's switch legs. And then we are done for today with our 12 stretches today. Your right heel is tucked under the left buttock. Left foot goes over the right knee. Push the left knee in with your left hand. Torque your body a little bit to the left. Inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale. Exhale your right elbow over the left knee. Push your left knee in. Hold on to your right knee. Take your left hand behind you and look back. Feel a wonderful stretch in your obliques on the right side this time. And you just feel your whole body is wringing you out. So it's bringing out all the good juices, the happy juices. I like to call them the happy juices. I believe they call endorphins. There you go. You could also do what Deanna is doing. She's got her hand tucked in nicely inside her legs. Now, I'm not quite there yet. I'm happy where I am though. But someday, maybe I'll do what Deanna's doing. Remember, your left foot is flat. Inhale, look forward. Release your right arm and then your left leg. And what we are going to do is we're going to continue stretching. I believe we had only a minute left. We're going to continue stretching, although today's stretches are done. Tomorrow we will continue from stretch number 24, which is Marichasana. Feel free to release all the tension in your body from Marichasana number 25 through to 36 Bhujangasana. We're going to go into those stretches tomorrow. Thank you for watching us today, and I hope you've all been all of you out there have been stretching with us. This is Yogaxpress, and we follow a very simple stretch sequence called 48 plus. It's just a sequence of 48 simple organic stretches. I call them organic because we try to stay true to the original stretches. We just make it seem very simple. The names may be different schools call them by different names. That's fine. Does that matter? Actually, sometimes it's helpful to know what the names are because we identify. It's just like people. If you didn't have a name, I wouldn't know how to call you. But the idea is getting there. It's the process. How do you feel, Tony?
I feel great.
You feel good?
Yes.
Great?
Yes. I feel that I did gain some flexibility, even I wasn't able to do everything.
Did you enjoy it? No, that's not
certainly.
it. You attempted it, and that's what it is. It's all about attitude. We attempt. We do the best we can at every stage. And this yoga doesn't just stay with stretching. It extends out into real life. So the point is, we try everywhere we go. Deanna, how do you feel?
I feel great.
You feel good. And you're very comfortable in doing all these stretches. Deanna has not been with us before, but I'm hoping you will be here with us again. And you too, Tony. It's been wonderful having all of you out there watching us. Thank you, and stay in touch. Write to us, www.mnn.org. Are we done, Danny? Can we get into our favorite stretches? Danny, hi.
Right here.
We're done?
Music starts, I can be on the sign, and then I'll pull right back, and it'll go right on her.
I ran out of gas, and I realized I only had $1 bill on me when I got to the bus.
It's up to you, whatever you want.
And then I dropped my water bottle, and it was one of those really nice ones, and it broke.
All right. Okay, what I'm suggesting is that I start on the sign, and the music will start, and then I'll pull right back on Banu. Okay. Okay. You want to start on the 3-shot?
30 seconds, Banu.
Okay.
You want to start on her or start on the 3-shot? On the 3-shot, okay. Okay, with this sign, okay. Okay, 10 seconds.
Welcome to Yogaxpress, the mobile stretch clinic that takes yoga to the people. We have with us today, once more, our wonderful guest, Deanna McLaughlin, a yoga teacher and an arts teacher to my right. And we have Tony Taylor to my left. Tony has a background in film. And we're all here. My name is Banu Suresh. This program is called Yogaxpress. We're all here today to help you stretch and enjoy your stretches. Yogaxpress is Monday through Friday at 1:30 p.m. on MNN 3, Time Warner 57, RCN 84, and FiOS 35. So if you would like to take part in this yoga health program in our preventive healthcare movement, join us. Write to us, visit my website www.yogaexpress.com, or write to me banu.suresh@gmail.com. I will send you an invitation to take part. Before we go ahead with our stretches, we're going to go into the third component of our sequence. It's called 48 Plus. We follow a simple ailment-specific stretch sequence consisting of 48 basic stretches. And we have a fridge magnet, we have a postcard, we have a lot of support for you out there, so no excuses. A fridge magnet, stick it on your fridge, it's got all the 48 stretches, a postcard, which you can keep in your handbag, and a little business card with the sequence on the back. So write to us, email us, and contact us one way or another. We will send you a copy. We will also send you a free copy of Yoga Secrets, which actually contains 10 ailment-specific cards which follow the 48 Plus sequence, and that's the basis of our entire program. It's about preventive healthcare. We are into the third round of stretches. We are into seated stretches. We completed Ardha Matsyendra last week. Today, we are going to go into Marich Asana. What we're doing is we're going to come off. Now, if you notice, actually, let's take a moment to just bring your attention to something. When we sit, there are two ways of sitting down. You could either sit the way Deanna is sitting. This is called Vajra Asana. Vajra is diamond. Supta Vajra is supine diamond. This is called Vajra Asana. And if it doesn't hurt your knees or your ankles, sit in this posture. But when you sit in this posture and you are going to meditate, make sure your index finger and thumb touch each other very lightly and your palms face down. If you're going to sit cross-legged, this is a cross-legged posture. This is called Padmasana, or lotus posture. You want to make sure your palms are turned up. You still have your forefinger and your thumb together, but your palms are facing up. And you could get your arms the way Tony has it. Get your arms outstretched all the way. If you want to sit on a brick and bring your knees down, you could do that. When you sit on a brick, your knees tend to come closer to the ground. And that's what you're trying to do, is to make that connection. When your knees are down to the ground, you keep your palms facing up. If you're sitting in Vajrasana, palms face down. This was a good opportunity. I couldn't resist pointing that out. So we're going to go into the third block of stretches, the seated stretches. We're going to sit. We're going to go into Marich Asana. Let's tuck our left heel under our right butt and take, let's see, maybe we'll extend it today. Let's extend our left leg out. Bend the right leg at the knee. Bring your right foot close to your groin. Now, use your hand to push your right knee in if you need to, and then torque your body to the left just a little bit. Now hold your right shin with your left hand. Inhale, raise your right arm, and exhale, fold, bring your body, fold forward. Keep exhaling. Twine your right arm around your right knee and very gently release your left hand. Now you've got your right elbow holding your right knee. Take your left hand from behind and try to make the connection. Clasp your hands together. Look to the right. Hold, and I'm going to release. Deanna's going to stay in her position. I'm going to help Tony into this posture. Tony will want to make the connection, so he's going to use a belt. Those of you at home, take the time to keep a belt next to you. Take the time, use a belt to make that connection. That's wonderful, Tony. So now you should feel the stretch. If you leave your hands suspended, you won't feel that stretch. You won't get the benefit. Very gently release your arms, release your legs, extend your right leg out, fold your left leg in, and raise your left knee. Keep your left heel close to the right groin. Now torque your body just a little to your right. What we're going to do is you're going to hold your left shin with your right hand and push it in towards you. Inhale, raise the left arm. Keep inhaling. Exhale, fold forward. Take your left arm in front of your left knee. Keep exhaling. Twine your left arm around your left knee and then release the right hand. Now you have your left elbow supporting your left knee. Release your right hand. Take it from behind you. Clasp your right hand and your left hand together. Deanna, do you think, if you're comfortable, do you want to just wiggle your leg a little bit and show them your hand? Watch how Deanna's got her hands clasped. She's got her hands past her wrists. That's wonderful. Deanna is very tall, she's slender, and she's able to get her arms further. I'm happy where I am today. I've made my connection. And Tony, we're all at different levels. This is to show you that it's fine where we are. You just need to feel the stretch. Now Tony is already using the belt. That's wonderful. Release your arms, extend both your legs. Let's just shake out our legs just a little bit. And then keep your left leg extended. Let's fold the right foot, the right leg at the knee, and then bring your right knee down. We're going to go into what's called Janu Sirsha. Janu Sirsha is head to knee. Janu is knee, Sirsh is head. Now you've got your right knee folded out, and Tony, I want you to try and experience this by sitting on this brick. Tony will feel less pain in his thigh muscles, in the abductor muscles, if he sits on a brick. For those of you at home who are accustomed to sitting on chairs, you might want to try using a block or a brick in the beginning. You don't want to hurt yourself. Keep your left leg extended. Your right knee goes down as much as you can take it. That's wonderful. Tony, you feeling good now?
Yes.
Good. So what we're going to do is take your body, this time torque your body forward. So your right knee is out, but your body will be facing the extended leg. This time, inhale your arms up to shoulder height. Take it all the way overhead. Turn your palms in. Clasp your palms together and fold from the hip as you exhale. Try to clasp your hands over your foot. Keep exhaling. Again, we may all be at different points. You can have your the full length of your arm may go around your feet, or you may just be able to touch the soles of your feet. If your arms go down all the way Deanna has it, that's wonderful. If you're able to hold on to the soles of your feet, that's good for today. And even if you don't get all the way to your feet, do exactly what Tony is doing. Make that connection. Hold on to some part of your left leg. Now feel that wonderful, wonderful hamstring stretch. You should feel it in the back of your left thigh. Inhale. Let's come up. Very gently. Exhale and release the arms. Now we're going to fold the left knee in, extend our right leg out, and I'm going to stagger back just a little bit. This time, what we're going to do, your knee is again out, all the way out, and make sure your knee comes down as much as you can take it down today without hurting yourself. Keep your feet flexed. You don't want to keep your toes pointed. You want to always keep your feet flexed because that's when you get this wonderful stretch behind your knees, the hamstring stretch. So inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height. Keep inhaling, turn the palms in. Now, clasp your palms together. We're going to exhale and fold from the hip. Clasp your right foot with both the hands. If you can get your head to your knee, do that. Make that gentle connection. If you're not quite there yet today, that's fine. As long as you are able to come forward, get hold of something, you're able to let your mind go. You can release any tension as long as your body is not in pain. Hold.
Camera 3.
Inhale, come up. Exhale, release your arms. This time, let's extend both the legs out. This is called Paschimottanasana. Paschim is west. Paschimottan is also interpreted as bird beak. I have no idea why, but we're going to figure that out. Maybe when you fold all the way over, it looks like a bird beak. Paschim is west. I don't know. I have no reason. Do you have any explanation, Deanna? You're a yoga teacher. Have you heard of anything? I heard about the cow face. When you take your arms back, this looks like the ear of a cow, but I've been given all kinds of explanations. We need to research this a little more. So we're going to look into it. If we find anything different, we will share it with you. Now keep your feet extended out. Feet are flexed. Let me make sure my feet are not too dirty. Okay, I'm fine. Fine to face the camera. Feet are extended out. Now you're sitting, if you wish, you may sit on a block to give yourself a little more height and a little more fold forward. I'm going to sit where I am today and see how far I can reach forward.
Or camera 3.
Inhale, take your arms up to shoulder height. And keep inhaling, take your arms overhead, turn your palms in. Clasp your palms together. This time we're going to exhale and fold from the hip. There are different ways to make the connection. This time you can hold on to your two big toes as I'm doing, or I'm going to try and hold all my toes together, or you could do what Tony is doing, hold on to your ankles. Whatever it is, try to make sure that the lower abdominal muscle touches the upper thighs. So you're going to come down. And you could also try, if you're ready for it, you could try and do what Deanna is doing. She's gone down all the way. Now that is Deanna's maximum strength. She's able to go down totally. This is my maximum. This is where I am. This is Tony's maximum today. The point is we're all doing the best we can on a particular day. On any given day, any given time. Let's inhale, come up. Exhale and release. Always remember when we say in the studios, when we tell you to hold, we're talking about holding your breath, not your posture. Keep that in mind and you cannot go wrong. Also, make sure that every time you go into a posture that becomes a little intense for you, make sure you tighten your core muscles. Your core muscles are your lower abdominal muscles, your buttock muscles if you're in forward folds or standing stretches, and you also have the sacral, at the lower part of your back, in the middle of your lower back, you have the sacrum. Now that is not a muscle that we can control, but as long as you keep your buttocks tight, your lower abdominal muscles tight, and your upper abdominals tight, we are safe. We are trying our best to make sure that none of us hurt ourselves. We can't hurt each other, but we don't want to hurt ourselves. Right, so we are going to now go directly into cow face, which we already did in error earlier, but now we're going sequentially. So let's keep your right foot extended at the moment. Right leg is extended. Take your left foot, tuck it under the right thigh. Make sure your left foot, the sole of the left foot faces the back of the room. This time we're going to hold the right leg with our hands and take it over the left knee and turn the soles of the right foot. The sole of the right foot turns back. Now we're going to try, watch how Deanna's got both her knees nicely aligned one on top of the other. So that is wonderful. If you can do that at home, that's wonderful. And if you can do it, make sure you try and help others. Now if you're not quite where Deanna is, you want to try and do at least where I am, that's fine too. Actually, Tony and I are at a slightly different level today. So I'm going to sit on a brick and see if it makes a difference. Now I find that when I sit on a brick, I'm able to take it back just a little more. Tony, you're also sitting on a brick. Wonderful. So Tony and I are sitting on a brick to be able to go back just a little more. Deanna doesn't need it, so she's fine where she is. Right foot, right leg is over. Left leg is under. So right leg is over, you take your left arm over. Inhale. Exhale, take your left hand and bend at the elbow, take it behind you, behind the trapezius muscles. Take the right arm behind your back. Very good, Tony. Good, you remembered. And clasp both your hands together. Now, Deanna, how are you doing? Nice. So why don't you try, see if you can do a slight bit of a profile. Maybe they can see your hands clasped. Or maybe you can wiggle yourself around. That's nice. Very nice. Beautiful. See how Deanna's hands are nicely clasped. And I believe you're holding onto the opposite the wrists, right?
I can,
Almost.
but I don't.
Okay. Well, Deanna's decided that today she's not. She normally can hold on to the opposite wrists. Today she's decided she's going to stay with just clasping the fingers. So I've got my fingers together, so I'm happy here. And Tony is using the belt. So Tony is going to try wiggling. Every day he's going to wiggle a little closer and closer. An inch at a time is all you need. Hold and release very gently. Exhale and release. Now we're going to do the other side. Don't forget, you always need to balance your posture. So uncross your legs. This time, take your right leg, tuck it under the left thigh or under the left buttock. If you're sitting on a brick, it'll be under the left thigh. Take your left leg and cross it over. Left knee goes over the right knee. And what I'm going to do is first I'm going to do my crossover and then I'm going to use the brick because I find it very difficult to cross with the brick. Now, we're going to make sure that the soles of our feet face the back of the room. Torque your body a little to the left to make sure that we try and align the center of our chest to our left knee. So wherever we are. Now, we've got it down. Now that I'm over, I'm going to sit on the brick. Maybe this will help me get a little deeper. Yes, it does make it a little better now. So your left knee is over. Your right arm comes up. Inhale. Exhale, take your right hand behind you. Take your left hand from the back, clasp your hands together or use a belt or a face wash, anything that will help you make the connection and keep wiggling your hands closer and closer. This time I noticed Deanna's got, I thought you were wiggling your hands to your wrists this time. But
Yeah.
nice, lovely. So Deanna's all the way up to her wrists. Both her hands are clasping the opposite wrists. Now, if you're very comfortable where you are today, you want to challenge yourself just a little more, push your knees down. You don't have your hands to push you this time, so just see if you can put some pressure, which will mean you'll come forward a little bit. Try to resist the temptation. You don't want to come forward too much. You want to come up and sit upright, but just use the force of your legs. Hold, inhale, and release. Release your arms, then your legs. And this time we release the arms first. We're not in a balancing posture, so it's perfectly all right to release the arms first for the simple reason when you release your arms first, you're able to use your arms to help you untangle yourself. So there is a reason for everything in yoga. Okay, I'm going to take that fancy brick off of me, and this time we're going to go directly into Kapot Asana. Kapot is pigeon. So what we have right now, we've got our right foot tucked under. Let's swing our left leg all the way behind us. I'm going to see if I can stagger back. Maybe Tony and Deanna, you want to come forward just a little bit. Take your right leg and swing it behind you. Place your palms on either side of your right knee. And if you wish, do what Tony is doing if you want to. If you're stretching in this posture for the first time, you want to keep a brick under your right butt if you want to. I'm not very comfortable with this brick. And I don't mind if I don't go too deep, but I'd rather not have a brick. But those of you out there, if you think the brick is not very helpful, you can use a towel, something that doesn't have so much height. A towel will have a little more give. You can push it down and come to the level that you're comfortable. Hold. Now feel this wonderful, wonderful stretch on your right abductor muscles, the outside of the right thighs, and the quadriceps in your left leg. So your pelvis dips as deep as you can go to the floor. And if you're feeling very ambitious, you can wiggle your right foot slowly forward. That means you are giving yourself a little more of an intense stretch, and you would feel it. If you think you're in pain, release the posture. Just go with your body. Inhale, bring your left leg forward. This time we're going to tuck the left leg under the right groin, and very gracefully we're going to try and swing the right leg all the way back. All of us have one side that's tighter than the other. One side is more flexible than the other. So it depends on each body. Now my right side, my left foot my left leg is a little more flexible, so I'm a little more comfortable on this side with my right leg extended. How do you feel, Deanna?
I'd say
Are you
my
more
left
comfortable?
side is tighter.
This side is tighter for you than the other one. Okay, so mine is the other way around. This side is a little more comfortable for me than the other one. We're all built differently. Now, how are you going? That's fine. You want to? Do you think you can extend your leg, Tony? That's it. Take the brick off. I think you'll do fine without the brick. That's it. That's good enough. Do you feel the stretch right here?
Yes, I do.
You do. Tony feels a very intense stretch in his quadriceps, in his right quadriceps already, even though he's not taken his leg all the way back, which is fine because that's the idea. The idea is to feel the quad stretch. And you should also be able to feel a nice abductor stretch in your left leg. So we're going to very gently curl your toe in, very gently, bring your right leg back, sit on our knees like we did in the beginning of the sequence, and we're going to fold over into Mahamudra. Mahamudra is a grand gesture. We're going to sit on our heels actually, heels and knees. Nice. You want to fold and sit this way. Yeah, and I'll place this brick for you if you want.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, good. Now this time what we're going to do is we're going to take our arms behind us and clasp the opposite elbows. So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn around. Hopefully you'll pick up my voice. We're going to clasp, we're going to sit on our heels, and we're going to fold forward. So we're going to inhale, get the chin up a little bit, inhale, fill your lungs with air, exhale, fold from the hip.
Camera 3 is good.
Inhale, come up. I don't exactly enjoy showing my butt to the audience, but I would like to just show you one little thing. If you're comfortable with your hands behind you, you can also bring it in what's called a reverse namaste. So you have your hands clasped in a namaste behind your back. So you can hold it, and if you're comfortable doing that and then folding forward, we could try that too. Make sure that
Yes, ma'am.
the lower part of the abdomen touches the upper part of your thighs. And if you're able to touch your forehead to the ground, inhale, let's come up. If you're able to touch the forehead to the ground without bringing your butt up too high, thank you, Danny, we have 4 minutes left. Without bringing your butt up too high, then you're almost there. We're going to go directly into Navasan, Paripurna Navas, full boat. Let's have our legs extended in front of us. And let's sort of angle ourselves so you can see us in profile. Keep our legs extended. This time we're going to use our lower abdominal muscles to bring our legs up. Remember I told you there was one posture in this sequence which, depending on which way you come up, if you come up from a supine position, you engage a different set of muscles. We're going to come into